Let's talk about the career you can do according to your zodiac sign. Let's start with the sign Aries. Aries, if you're not doing anything relating to the head, I don't know what you want to do again. Aries being the first sign of the zodiac is ruled by the head, because when you see someone, the first thing you see is the person's head. So for the women, I would say maybe selling wigs, being an hairdresser, anything that has to do with fashion, because the opposition sign, which is Libra, is also a fashionable sign. So if you do something relating to your opposition sign, is not a bad idea. While the men should have a barbing salon, it's not a bad idea. And aside barbing or wig kind of a thing, the best thing for you guys is anything that has to do with rigorous work, because it is ruled by Mars. Mars is a destructive sign. So rigorous work like, mining, digging, bringing out iron, diamond, all those kind of a thing. Firefighter, being a policeman, anything that has to do with destruction, right? Busherman, all those kind of work are really good for Arians that do not have a lot of affliction in their charts. Then for the Taurine, let me take Taurus and Libra together. If it is not fashion, what are you doing? But anyways, let's be honest. If it is not relating to anything fashionable, I don't know what you are doing, Taurine. It has to be something relating to fashion, right? You might sell jewelries, clothes, anything that just adds to the beauty of life, lightning, flashy things. And aside that, you are going to be really good in anything that has to do with music, because you guys, especially Taurus, you've got a very nice voice. Gemini, I think it should be all this broadcasting kind of a thing, you talking, speaking, everything surrounding communication is really best for the Gemini placements that do not have a lot of afflictions. Then moving to the next sign, which is Cancer. So Cancer and Taurus also align in aspect of cooking, being a chef, right? So for the Cancer, if you are a kindergarten, taking care of the teenagers, kids, looking at the affairs of them is actually a very good one. So let me take these three water signs together: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Most especially Pisces. If you are not a spiritist, what are you doing on it? Because that's what you are being sent to come do, especially this three sign. You guys are healer. So in aspect of Scorpio, being a surgeon won't be a bad idea, because Scorpio rules anything deep. Surgeons have to go inside and see what is going on, and make amendments where necessary. Why Pisces are all about the spiritual, doing it in a spiritual form. Cancer, being a nurse, at least you are healing. Healing is healing. Pharmaceutical stuffs and everything. Basically, all these three water signs, they are either spiritual or physically, right? That is your mission here on. For the Leo that do not have a lot of affliction, the best career I'm gonna choose for you guys is selling anything that has to do with gymnastics, maybe gym wears, anything that has to the beauty of life, modeling, clothes generally too as well. And you can also sell jewelries, right? Jewelries is also part of your career. And if you can sell babies wears, it's also not a bad idea for the Leo placement. Then Virgo, let me tell you one thing, guys. One of the hidden talents of the Virgo that a lot of people do not know is they being spiritual. Oh my god. As far as I'm concerned, the most spiritual sign about the zodiac should be Pisces, yeah. But after Pisces is Virgo. Virgo are really spiritual, but a lot of them do not bring that spiritual core outside right there. People are only seeing their physical life. They are, that's what people are saying. But spiritually, Virgo are really inclined. Forget it. They are really spiritually endowed. But it's something really deep and indoor kind of a thing, right? So Virgos, my astrology and numerology class officially starts in 9 days time. Do not hesitate to register. You are a healer, and at the same time, anything that has to do with what's it called, auditing, because you guys are really good at keeping records, putting down what you did. You are very organized, so those are the kind of work for the Virgo. Then Libra, anything beauty, that's it. Scorpio, I think I've said that, Scorpio are healer. Yeah, Sagittarius. If it is not all this what's it called, traveling agents, anything that surrounds traveling is your career, you know, like this girl that traveled from United Kingdom to Nigeria kind of a thing, you know, doing all this kind of thing is what you people have been sent to do. And lastly, I'm going to advise all Sagittarius, you really need to look for knowledge, seek for knowledge, spiritual knowledge, you know, philosophical knowledge, esoteric knowledge is really, really important for you guys, because that is your simple path to success, honestly. No cap about that. Okay, then Capricorn, being an earth sign, so anything that has to do with agricultural, you know, being a farmer, you can have a land and employ people working on that land, you know, being an estate agent, and being a dermatologist, because it is ruled by Saturn. Saturn also rules the, the skin. Then Aquarius, the genus sign. These people will be really good in anything that has to do with electricity, because it is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules electricity. It also rules astrology. So if you're an Aquarius, having astrological knowledge, it won't be a bad idea as well. Then to the last sign, Pisces, the spirit cocoa. You can have a pharmaceutical company, you can be a nurse, you can be a doctor, just be a healer, either physically or spiritually. Thank you guys. I hope this really goes a long way for you guys. You've been asking for it, and here it is.